2 dead bodies. That's what we've seen from all the morgues. That's what we've seen going to hospitals. That's what we've seen, as records. What has happened is there's been so many footages that we're seeing, that people have shown, but we've not seen bodies. We've not seen relatives. We've not seen anybody truly coming up to say, indeed, XYZ, I'm a father, I'm a mother to someone, and I cannot find that person. Nobody has turned up, right? I've been to the ground. There is no scratch of blood anywhere there.
Who ordered people to be shot, and which branch of security services carried out the shootings?
Well, I mean, from the footage that we could see, because there are cameras that are at that facility.
Everyone sit down, sit down.
It seems to me that there will be men in military uniform, which will be Nigerian army or something.
So you're saying that it was military officers who ordered peaceful protesters to be shot at Lekki?
Yeah, that's what
Lekki
the pictures,
Tollgate.
yes. They were there. That's what the footage, I mean, that's what it shows.
Will that CCTV footage at the tollgate be part of the investigation that you have now called for?
It will be. Certainly it will be. It will be. And they're starting on Monday. They're going to be available for the judicial panel to review. It will be.
Do you commit to a full investigation of what happened on the ground?
Absolutely, I do.
And will people be held accountable?
They certainly would. I mean, we'll do everything to ensure that they are held accountable. We'll do everything.
It's a very simple question. Will they be held accountable?
Well, I mean, to the extent that I'm not the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, I mean, I'm the governor of the state, right? The report will be out. We will channel the report to all the relevant authorities in the state to ensure that everyone that is found culpable is accountable for the act.
Since 2017, they've been announcing that the SARS unit has been disbanded. They announced in 2017, announced in 2018, announced in 2019. Now in 2020, they announced again. They just think we're stupid because you're literally just renaming this unit and expecting us to say, oh, yeah, wow, that's great.
The SARS, or Special Anti-Robbery Squad, has been described as nothing but a money-making terror squad with no accountability. Random. I've heard it described as vicious. I've heard it described as wholly set on extortion. This criticism will not be new to you, and in the past, the government has promised to scrap the group on a number of occasions. Why should anyone believe the government this time around?
The president made a pronouncement and says it's been disbanded. The Inspector General of Police made a pronouncement that it's been disbanded. Then the protesters, they went forward and said, we want 5 for 5, meaning we have 5 other things that we want government to do ASAP. Some, yes, we could deal with within days. Some will take fairly longer time, a month, 2 months, 3 months.
What about the disappeared over the years?
The what, ma'am?
The people who have disappeared at the hands of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad.
Yeah, so that's what it is. People have claimed that, I mean, their friends or their family members, have been killed. So this judicial panel of inquiry is meant to bring, all of those stories to accountability, where we can make restitution, where the families can come and prove, and identify the officers, that are responsible for this.
Do you concede to the allegations that SARS is or was a money-making terror squad with no accountability?
Well, I mean, those are very strong words, and I think it would be very unfair to just generalize, everyone like that. I think everybody agrees that there's a reform that needs to take place. There's a change that needs to take place. There's some truth, that need to come on board. So, I mean, I've been one of the advocates that says, indeed, they should, be scrapped. Let us have genuine reforms. Let us have, better, conversation and around how we police our citizens, how we police the state, so that we can have a more enduring citizens-police relationship.
If you do not concede to the descriptions that I have seen and heard of the group, then how would you describe the Special Anti-Robbery Squad?
I think it's a group that have been ill-trained, they've been illy motivated, they've not been fully, equipped with, a standard operating template, for them to know and appreciate the level, of their responsibility in our society. And that's why, it seems that they just went off the cuff completely, probably also because they are not being well compensated, remunerated. Everybody that drives a flashy car, maybe they think, they can extort, from them, very unfortunately, and it's very condemnable.
Is it international pressure that has persuaded you as the governor, the government, the president to finally speak out about what is going on and what protesters have been demonstrating for so long in Lagos and in Nigeria?
There are no international pressure whatsoever. These are genuine protesters that we all believe, we all acknowledge. I was the only first governor, amongst with due respect to all my other colleagues who all came out to meet with them. I was the first that led from the front. I carried the NSAD flags, with them. I met with them twice, and we all had the rally together. We all walked together.
Do you genuinely believe that there will be change as a result of what has happened over the past couple of weeks? Becky, there seems no genuine...
I genuinely believe there will be change for two reasons. One, what has happened, especially in Lagos, is extremely unimaginable. That's number one. Number two, it was a clarion call, for all of us in government, especially, understanding and realizing, what the youth, what they truly want us to be doing, So it hit all of us like a thunderbolt, and it was just, a wake-up call.